Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your November the 8th reading. I have purposefully kept this back until today, which is of course eclipse day, a total lunar eclipse in Taurus, and it's just darkened outside, and it's really alive tonight on November the 8th. And to make it even more special, it's conjunct with Uranus. Now, eclipse season is now coming to an end, thank goodness. We've had lots and lots and lots of developments, changes of pattern to our lives, different directions we've needed to go in order to understand ourselves, to be who we are, who we truly are. And eclipse season's exposed all that. Plus, I think I might have told you in one of my previous readings, Sagittarius, that this final eclipse, on the 8th out of 4, is going to be a total life changer. Anyone who's meant to go will have gone by now, or will go out of your life with this eclipse. And the effects of it are going to be felt for about 4 or 5 days later, possibly a bit longer. But there's definitely taking away, going away, getting rid of, and you letting go. This eclipse, this lunar eclipse in Taurus, is all about your health. Taurus, as you know, is an earth sign, and it's all about you, the earth, your part in the earth journey, your part in climate change, your part in compassion for people that are suffering. You might be suffering financially, although I think that's all going to change if it's still happening to Saggies. It has been happening quite radically to Sagittarians. Money has not come your way so easily, but it seems to be like you're like a cat with 9 lives. Every time you need it, it seems to just appear when you need it desperately. But you're not going to have that sort of formula anymore. Let's take some cards for Sagittarius. Now I'm going to welcome in Sarah Elizabeth, because I really do feel that I've shuffled my cards. She just brings in the right energy, clears whatever's not needed. Sarah Elizabeth is my spirit guide, and she's there for me with precision. And I always ask her to give me the very best cards for advice to whatever sign I'm reading for. I'm going to choose my special signs tonight, the ones that follow me the most on my YouTube. I'm not a big practicer, I must say, although I've studied and loved astrology for many years. I'm a historian originally, and I have loved astrology since I graduated and studied history, and I've become a tarot reader since then, but it's not my first job. But I love it, and I am pretty precise, and my friends and people that I read for always say I do get it right. Let's see what we get for Sagittarius. Ace of Wands has come up first. Come on, Sarah Elizabeth, give us what we need for Sagittarius, please. Throw these cards out. I'm using my mini tarot, which was the one I started with many years ago, and which I really do believe gives me the most precise readings. But as you can see, I have hundreds of decks here, and I feel there's a bit of gypsy in me somewhere. I do. Let's see, we've got 3 cards coming up. Let's see what comes up for Sagittarius. Sarah Elizabeth, give us the best cards for Sagittarius, for love particularly. I do believe this is going to be a love reading, even though this lunar eclipse is all about your health and well-being. You have reached a very good point mentally, Sagittarius. You're pretty strong. If you're alone and you're not in a relationship, you've got used to being alone. My readings, if you go back, have all been about, for Sagittarius's love life, someone coming back in. Now, I don't know what that will show today, but there's definitely this month in November, before Sagittarius season starts, which will be on the 22nd, 23rd. And ooh, Jupiter's going to go direct again on the 23rd. Jupiter is your ruler. And of course, she's not been direct. And although she's still been giving you presents and gifts and good luck, she's not been working at full force. After November the 23rd, you're going to have her blessings and her full force action behind you. Now, she's been, whoops, this one threw right out, King of Cups. This Jupiter has moved into Aries on May the 10th and moved into your house of true love. Now, that happens every 12 years that Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, and it happened 12 years ago that Sagittarius came. Sagittarius, Jupiter was in your house of true love. So 12 years ago, you might have experienced love with someone. You might have met someone, but it didn't have the planetary support you have right now to support that love. This love, if it comes through for you before May the 9th next year, is going to be an emotionally settled one. Like when we say forever, yeah, forever. It's destined to last. It's destined to be there for you. And it is absolutely divine. Divine subscription to your life, if you like. It's the divine path you're meant to take. So this true love, whether it's one from the past that's coming back in, which is very, very probable, because I really believe you're going to connect with someone. Now, whether it's on the love front or family front or friendship front, you're going to connect with someone and you are going to be very aware of a soul contract between you two. Now, if it's someone from your past, whether it's a friend or a lover, you have to establish your boundaries. You have to make it clear that you are not going to be devalued. They may have disrespected you in the past. They may have not held you in the same regard you held them. And you have to make it very clear. I know my worth. This is my price. This is me. If you want me, this is the way. It has to go. It's not going to be any other way. And you're going to be the magician of your own good fortune. Look, that's popped up right now. Now, yeah, you've experienced a tower moment in your life. You've had that tower moment. You've had that disruption, that change of pattern, that change of direction, which greatly upset you, left you feeling really, really agitated and sad and possibly heartbroken. Well, all that's going to be fixed, not possibly or necessarily by that one person. You might decide the direction that that person is presenting for you is not right. You will hold the cards for the decision. This person who's coming back in is very sorry for what they did. They, on the lover front, are going to believe that you are their destiny. They have realised they could not live the life they're living without you. They have realised your worth. They have realised what joy you brought them. And they thought they could get away with not having that. They thought they could swim through life without your influence, without your effect. And they found they couldn't. It was like being squashed by a great big animal that wouldn't let them get up off the ground. It might be that they've had to consider leaving another relationship, or consider leaving a job that takes them away, or considered a total change in attitude. Maybe they were very money minded. You're not. You're more, that some people are very materialistic. Sagittarius loves their home comfort, but for Sagittarians, peace of mind and tranquility and sanctuary are so much more important. And you can make a peasant's cottage into a palace. Some people aren't able to do that without buying all the necessary equipment, but you can make this, you can make something You could go to Matalan or Primark and make it look as if it comes from Harrods. You're just that sort of person. Now, the Magician has come up and you have been a great manifester of your fortune. Don't do any manifestations around eclipse times because it's not the right time to do that. Your intuition's become really strong, massively strong, and you rely on it like you would a best friend. You know that the advice you're getting from yourself is much, much, much better than from anyone else. You don't need anyone else for advice at all. And you are your own decision maker. Your intuition, your sort of connection with it, your connection with your higher self has made you basically into a different person. And it's made you put your health and well-being at this point where the lunar eclipse is very high in front of other things. And you have neglected your health a lot because you have sort of been in mourning, in bereavement, whatever it was. Loss of a lover, loss of a job, loss of a friend has really knocked you for six because you don't do disloyalty. You don't do disloyalty, Sagittarius. You do loyalty to the front, to the core, to the end. And so if somebody is disloyal to you, you really get hammered by that. You've also found that you've been very generous in the past, as the Pentacle cards are showing, and people have not shown you that generosity in your moment of needs. And, you know, these facts about yourself you're having to face right now, that the people that have let you down, have disrespected you, not particularly this person that's coming back in, because I think they didn't have a choice, but you're getting a lot of pentacles here. People didn't reward you or return favours monetary as you did to them. And you have seen that, you've opened your eyes, and you're not going to be quite so over generous in future. Now, I've put love out for you because Jupiter moved into your house of true love, which is the 5th house. And it's still tremendously important in your chart, and that love has to be fulfilled. Here, the card, you've had heartbreak, yeah? And serious heartbreak. Well, it's going to be mended. It's going to be mended. You're going to get the choice to move forwards with that love or to leave it behind you. And that's what's definitely going to come through. We'll read these cards and then we'll find other cards to complement those in a moment. I just need 3 more to pop out of the pack because that's how I like to do it. So 2 more, Sarah Elizabeth, please, for Sagittarius. Whoops, there we go. And I'm not sitting very comfortably because my dog is behind me, taking up half the chair. So she always does this when I'm doing a reading, whether it's a face-to-face reading or what. She just somehow knows spirit is close, and she just somehow knows that there's a different feeling here, and she comes close because she loves it. So let's look at your card, Sagittarius. Yes. And the bottom card here is the Knight of Pentacles. So I wanted to take that to have a look at that. Oh, and this one I'm being told I have to take. Okay, let's move forwards. Buffy, are you going to move along with me? Yes, you are. Off we go, a little bit closer to the cards. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Sagittarius, here's got the Ace of Wands for you. And you're a greatly creative person. You're very enthusiastic. You love new ventures. And in the last few years, you have put your best foot forward and you have started some new ventures that are going to come into fruition and are going to be very, very, very productive for you in terms of money, in terms of your worth, in terms of your skills being acknowledged out there by the world. So yeah, the Ace of Wands is a great card. All ace cards are brilliant, and so play on that now. Push your best foot forward. Don't accept a low price. Give the price you think you're worth, and just let people see what you're worth. And believe me, don't feel hesitant about that. If you feel you're worth like £55 an hour, £50 an hour, £100 an hour, just tell them so. If you feel your course is worth £1,000, just tell them so. I promise you, people are going to accept that, because you are someone that is going to be highly respected in your field. Now, this card always comes up in my Sagittarius readings. This is an old lover coming back, and it's going to be like a feeling of family. It's going to be like that soul contract. This old lover maybe was around 12 years ago, 10 years ago. The planets didn't support it then. There may have been interaction that has failed in communication. But if this person is going to come back into your life, it's going to be before May the 9th. And I hope in your Sagittarius season, which is coming up very soon now, and is your time for magic and gifts. So if this person is going to appear, it will be before May the 9th. If he doesn't appear before May the 9th, you have to let that go. But it is quite important in your chart. It's like a love that, for some of you who this resonates with, a love that has been there constantly. There might have been some sad times in the breakup, but that was due to forced situation, not through to a volatile, awful ending. It was because there was no other way forwards. The King of Cups is a brilliant card. You know, your creativity, your wisdom, you give such great advice, and you're a creative, thoughtful person, whether you're a man or a woman, and someone of that ilk is going to come in. Now, you've had your Tower moment when you lost the love that you felt was very, very important to you. And this wouldn't have been a devastated love. This wouldn't have been a love that you was totally disrespectful, although the person might have been connected to someone else or married to someone else or in another union, but they have had a sort of rebirth moment, a moment of knowing they couldn't go forwards with lies any longer, and so they're going to let that go. Or it might be a person who's been working away for a long, long time and has sort of made money and put money first. Again, they're not going to see that as important. They've realised there's no point being the richest man or woman in the cemetery. They want a life. But that did destroy you to a certain degree, Sagittarius, and you felt the hurt there. You really felt the hurt. Here we've got the Queen of Cups. You're feminine, you're sensitive if you're a woman. If you're a man, equally so, but you're going to be bringing in a woman of that nature. My readings aren't gender related, but they do tend to be sort of like the he coming for the she and all that. Sorry about that, but it's just the way I somehow see life. But there's always a he and a she in any relationship, even a same-sex union partnership, as we know. Anyway, here we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Again, this is showing how you've improved your strong will, how money is just like there's of such an important development money-wise happening in your life, and it is coming, and that's because you've been hardworking, you've been productive, and you've been reliable. And maybe you have a reliable young person working for you or with you, and they have been instrumental in bringing this forward, so please reward. You've been a great planner, you've shown great perseverance, and so you're going to get long-term success. And all that work you've done, you've invested in yourself, and you've manifested the future you want. You've manifested, and you've put a lot of your social life aside in developing this creative package, or this own business development, or this entrepreneur attitude, or even if you work for someone else, either as a CEO or head of department, you have put your all into your place of work, your position in work, and put that before your own social pleasures. Maybe because sometimes when you do suffer heartbreak, you tend to go into a sort of snail mode, put your head in there and just get on with it. You don't want to really look at anything else, or a horse with blinkers. No one else is going to attract your attention, so it's just easier to get on with things. But whatever you've been getting on with, you have created an absolute magical world that is going to go whoops and zoom right into reality very, very soon. Now, maybe there's going to be some legal battle going on for Sagittarians with someone. I have mentioned this before. There could be a court case coming up. You are going to be successful, definitely. You have got that authority about you now. You know what you want, and you wouldn't be going for it if you didn't know that it was what you deserved. And here we've got the Six of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of generosity between you and your person. There's going to be a lot of shared wealth. They're going to be going through some sort of loss to get to you somehow, either losing a job that's very well paid, or losing a partnership where they've put a lot of money into it, but they're willing to let that go. But there's going to be a lot of sharing and giving and prosperity and wealth coming up. The Pentacle cards are really pronounced here today. You are releasing the past for your own health and well-being. You're changing that pattern of your life and going in a direction it needs to go in to make money, to go for your long-term security. You don't want to live from month to month. You want money in the bank you can rely on, especially as we've all entered a financial climate of uncertainty and tremendously stressful times with the cost of fuel and the cost of electricity and gas and food. And you see people losing their homes, homeless people. You see people not being able to put food on the table, going to food banks. And you don't want to be one of those people, but you are going to be very generous, and you're going to be a great benefactor and giver to these people. So God knows who to give the money to, because He knows who's going to share it and take care of others. So your fear of loss has really developed, and you don't want to have that feeling of loss or feeling of anything ever again. Now, this is your person. Your person is letting go of something. They've broken your heart. They're very well aware of that, but they broke theirs at the same time, okay? And they are letting go. They're leaving all those cups behind them. They're abandoning all that. They are now wanting to become emotionally fulfilled as they felt, very emotionally unfulfilled to date, and their heart was broken just as deeply as yours, and they've spent a lot of time thinking about you. So they're going to be sticking to their goals. They're going to show great loyalty, and they're going to show great practicality here. They've just got one pentacle while they've left lots of cups and pentacles behind, but that one pentacle is going to glow and grow, and there's going to be great good news. Now, Sagittarius, this card's got a twofold message. Any Sagittarius with one child or two children or three children or five children, your firstborn child or your only child is going to do exceptionally well. And that's going to really start coming up now before May the 9th. There's going to be moves towards that. So if it's a younger child, they're going to do really well in their studies or in something like football or music. But if you've got an older child, they're really going to start making moves of total communication, success, fame even. So all Sagittarians, firstborns, are going to have something really good happening to them. Well, this is your heartbreak card, but you fought it. You fought it, and now you've put that sadness, that grief behind you as the other person. And whether you can reconcile your differences or the hurt you felt, whether that happens or not is your decision, Sagittarius, not theirs. They are going to come forwards and approach you. You're going to receive some form of communication. Not sure quite when. It will definitely happen before May the 9th, but I do think it'll happen as Venus starts doing her magic. So that's in November, about the 16th, 17th, and into your Sagittarius season. And this person, here we've got the Three of Wands. They're a great traveller. They've made massive progress in their projects at work, and they're a sort of leader, used to moving forwards. And even if they've taken a loss, they're moving forwards to you. Look, they're looking forwards. They're not looking behind. And they're going to create their magic with you if you will take them, if you will accept them. Here we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which shows you're going to be so financially successful. You're going to be independent, prosperous, living a life of refinement. And you deserve it, Sagittarius. You manifested this magic over the years, over the time of hardship. And the star is here to show you that so many better times are lying ahead. You've gone through the traumas, you've gone through the bad times, you've never lost faith, you've kept your head. You're not one of these people that's going to fall into depression. You just pull yourself up and you carry on going. And that's the way Sagittarians are. Let's take a few more cards. Let's go to my Doreen Virtue Tarot pack, and let's see what we get for you, Sagittarius. Here, I'm going to move that love sign a bit up, move these up so you can see them. They're going to get covered over in a moment, so take a screenshot or a look if you want to see your cards. Sort of past, present and future here mixed with you and your person. So let's see what comes up now. 3 cards for Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth. And these are indeed beautiful cards. And your first one is Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents and contracts. And you definitely are going to get all that. As I said, abundance is coming, Sagittarius. Let's see what else is coming for you. Sarah Elizabeth, let's have the best cards we can for Sagittarius, please. Here we go. We've got the Sun. Wow. And you know, when the Sun moves into Sagittarius, your new cycle will begin. That will be the 22nd of January. And the Sun moving in is going to bring you all the manifestation you've been making and wishes and the magic. And you're going to meet magic people. You're going to create magic with a special person, whether this is a person you're going to accept from your past or whether it's someone else, will be something you will be deciding, because this is a time of great coincidences, of great decisions. But whether that person is, you are going to realize there's such an important soul contract between you. And here, what have I got? And I've got 2 rather than 1. I've got renewal and I've got unity, which just says it all. So here with the sun, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. Okay, 22nd of November, renewal. Review and evaluate a favourable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. What was I telling you about the directions that are coming up? You and that person will move in a new direction, whether it's a person with work, whether it's a person with love, whether it's a person through friendship that has broken down. You will move in a new direction. Unity, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. You've realized, Sagittarius, that you cannot be with people who are not of your ilk. You cannot be with people who do not have your spirituality, who have not sort of moved up the spiritual ladder and reached a standpoint of sort of purity. You can't be with frauds. You can't be with fakes. Here we've got King of the Earth. So it could be an earth sign that's coming in, Sagittarius. Generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. And the Midas touch. This person has touched your heart in many ways, and it could be an earth sign, but that person, regardless of what sign, has got the Midas touch, and he's going to bring that in for both of you. He's going to touch, whatever he touches will turn to gold. And you together will make a great partnership. Whether it's someone new or not, we will find out. Now, 8 of Fire, events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once, Sagittarius. So it's going to be a great future for you. I really promise you that. By May the 9th next year, this reading will last until then. You will see what I'm saying is absolutely true. Let's pop these in here, out of the way. So here we're going to take a Saint and Angels card for you. Let's see what it says. Sarah Elizabeth, throw out a card for me, please. Commitment. My gosh, this is truly a love reading to be reckoned with. Truly, truly, truly. Now we're going to have one of these, please, Sarah Elizabeth. Commitment is coming your way. Love is coming your way. And you deserve it. You've waited. You don't settle. You don't want rubbish. You haven't settled. For you, I think much more than just sexual fulfillment. It's a spiritual fulfillment. You almost make love with the person that you are in love with your clothes on, before you reach that moment of togetherness and oneness. And that's the way it's going to be for you. You're going to make steady progress when that person comes in, new or past, and you will acknowledge the progress you have made in your own health and well-being, and will bring that in to overcome all heartbreak. This is going to be a steady progress, but it's going to be a secure progress that's going to last forever and for a long, long time. Play. You're going to play. You're going to have lots of fun. You're going to be jumping around the lilies and in among the fairies and the magical unicorns. And your job, remember, your money situation is going to totally change because of your work, your entrepreneur attitude, your business-like approach, your creativity, and you're going to focus on the service to others. You will not give people rubbish. It will be absolute amazing stuff that you give people, and people will come back for more constantly. Whoops, let's see what we've got here. Okay, a lot of work has been going on your 7th chakra by Archangel Uriel. So you've got the support of the angels as well as spirit. Here we've got the 1st chakra. Gosh, work has been going on your health and well-being. and it really is coming to the fore now, Sagittarius. You're really going to be in peak health by the time we go into Sagittarius season. You've not gone through the best. You've felt under the weather. Your bones have been aching. Maybe take more vitamins. I'm not a doctor, but you have definitely been under the weather. Not felt as fit, not felt like exercising. These few weeks around this eclipse have had you changing your whole direction in terms of health and fitness. And here we've got showing that you're going to be going on a journey, whether that's a journey of well-being, of purity. But look at that beautiful, beautiful bridge. And when you're traveling to the other side, you're going to have that person there that you've either taken back or you're meeting, because there's going to be magical moments, lots of coincidences. So that person's going to be at the other side of the bridge, and it's going to be action all the way. And you're walking away from all that hurt you've experienced. You're walking away. You don't want any more of that. You're not letting it affect you anymore. You're closing the gate and you're going into beauty. One more of these cards because I absolutely adore them. The world. The world is at your feet. It really is. It really, really is. Okay, let's take Tori Hartman's Oracle Wisdom cards and let's see what we have here for you. Sarah Elizabeth, can you give us the best possible cards for Sagittarius? The best advice. Okay, these have popped out. Quest. You're on the quest for more. When this new relationship comes through, you're on the quest for more. You're going to ask questions. You've been praying and your prayers are being answered. And destiny, it's divine. Destiny has come. Destiny is there for you. Let's look at your spirit animal. Spirituality is, I want to just choose one of these now. Spirituality is very strong for you, Sagittarius, at this time of this eclipse. Spirit is working really hard in your favour. They're saying they're in control of your destiny. They're in control. What's yours never passes you by. And what's coming is yours, not anybody else's. So you don't have to worry about missing it because it's coming. It's as if you're sitting in the chariot and the chariot's taking you to your destiny. Let's see what spirit animal we've got for you, please. Can we have one, please, Sarah Elizabeth? Can we have one of these cards, please? Oh, I don't know why. Does she want me to look at all four? Yes. The polar bear. Woo. Your person has had a big polar bear sitting on them, making them make this decision. They've been almost suffocated by this polar bear sitting on them. And it's made them go like, I need to talk to Sagittarius. I can't stay in this cold, suffocating place any longer. And the shark, the guardian of the shells, is terribly strong, terribly determined. And so they get in that water and they're coming for you. They're coming for you. Now, the sea turtle is the most magical of creatures. When the sea turtle comes up from the bottom bed of the sea, he brings up magic, spiritual goodness, and eternal wisdom, eternal love, divine hope, divine connection. And that's what's happening. Your shark's coming for you. She wanted me to have all these. Now the heron here with the two feathers, I'm going to go to the book for that one. And the monkey. Well, the monkey's playful. The monkey is the most human of all the animals. And the monkey gets what the monkey wants. And the monkey is such a great communicator that communication is going to be so amazingly, it's so amazing between the two of you that is going to be like something you've never experienced in your life before. Let's find the two of feathers, which is traditionally the two of swords. And Here we've got inner vision, trust timing, trust the timing. With the long legs, sharp vision and the sword-like beak, the heron knows how to take advantage of what it needs. Hunting alone in marshy wetlands, great blue herons peer deeply, stare patiently and stab. Now your shark has become the heron, and the heron is coming for you. And independent, confident and true to self. You're going to have such a great communication. This person is going to be confessing to you all that's gone on. Everything's going to, he's gone through a period of great solitude, as have you. You've both gone into the hermit mode. But here his powers of observation have developed. He's learning to trust, his inner wisdom, his balance with patience and now action. The heron boosts confidence and teaches self-reliance. So he's standing on his own 2 feet and he's making decisions and he's walking down your path with pride and dignity, and he wants you to say yes. And that is so true. Let's have a look at this in the monkey. Well, playful yet grounded. What did we got? The play card, didn't we? You're going to be so playful with each other. It's going to be such a creative time, such a splendid time, a celebration of the simple joys in life. You're going to embrace life and you're going to allow yourself to dance together. This is how we learn to live in harmony with ourselves and in the world. Didn't I say at the beginning of this that it was your connection with your health, your well-being in the world, and you're going to find your monkey partner and you're going to be swinging through the trees. Monkeys nudge us to be agile in the mind and body and to be open to try new things all at the same time. And monkeys remind us to stay rooted, to draw support from the earth and to connect with deeper wisdom and to listen to your instincts. So this has been a great time for Sagittarians, listening to their instincts. Let's take a timing card, Sagittarius. Let's take a timing card. Let's see what time we've got to now. Okay, so I'm going to have to finish off if I'm going to do some more readings today. I'll finish off quite quickly now. Let's take one timing card for Sagittarius. Right, now this is saying that in your 10th house, there's going to be great success. You're going to become a person of power and status. Your career is definitely moving forwards. Your destiny is going to be amazing when you connect with this other person. But I haven't, I'm about to go to the Moonology cards for timing. Let's see if I get a timing card, Sagittarius, please, for movement in this connection. Your career is going to be splendid. Your life is going to be splendid. Woo! Mercury in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius season comes up middle of January to February. So I think a lot is going to happen for you in that period during Aquarius season. You're going to get your vision. You're going to know what's new, what's different about the other person. You're going to be less conventional than ever before. And you're going to be making the right connections. Your questions are going to be spot on. Your ideas are going to be going. There's a lot here about your career as well. So this just isn't a love reading. Your short-term thinking and trips has led you to long-term success. And who is and what is around you is going to be very magical and very coincidental, but it's going to bring you amazing success. The planet Mercury, now Mercury is going to go retrograde again around December to January, so be careful about contracts during that period when Mercury goes retrograde. But Mercury is really looking after you. It's really helping you communicate and analyze things, and it's letting your mind tell you how to do things. It's really pulling your instincts and thoughts and making you so much aware of the way you have to go. Let's pull a Moonology card to see if we can get better timing. But Aquarius season seems to be an important time for you, whether that's when you fulfill your love or start getting monetary success. Let's see. That's not long to wait. It just comes up after Capricorn. So it's Sagittarius season after this one. And then it's Capricorn, and then it's Aquarius. So not long. It's just around the corner. Okay, let's see what your Moonology card brings. Sarah Elizabeth, can we have a Moonology card for Sagittarius, please? Remember, this is a full moon in, take one of these. This is a full moon in Taurus. So let's see what moon is going to be indicative for you of importance. In what season? And whether it's a new moon or a full moon. Okay, here we are. Let's take these two. It says, look at the bigger picture. Your full moon in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius season is going to be your thing. It's going to bring the magic, bring the presence, bring the developments, bring the changes. And as I said, you know, it might be that you have to look at the bigger picture. You have to put upsets and lack of, oh gosh, full moon in Capricorn. It's not long after. So you've got Sagittarius, you've got Capricorn and Aquarius, all bringing you amazing things. The end of a tough cycle approaches. When the full moon reaches, it becomes to us in Capricorn, your tough cycle will have ended. Your new cycle is beginning with Sagittarius, but your tough cycle that you've gone through, I think, over the last 10 years, over the last 12 years, is going to be over, Sagittarius. I'm so pleased about that. A little fortune cookie for you. Let's see what it says. I can never stop when I start these readings. Now people do them in 20 minutes or 18 minutes. I really have no idea. Please support, subscribe and sign to my channel. Subscribe to it, please. Like my video because it encourages me to do more. I'm very grateful to everyone who has liked my videos, to everybody who's made a comment. It enthuses me into doing more. I have really a very busy life, and I just love doing this, but I will make more time if there's more demand for my readings. My dog loves these sessions. She makes all these sort of like loving sounds to herself, like she's cuddling herself. She's obviously in tune with spirit at this time. Oh, come on, fortune cookie, Sarah Elizabeth. Can we throw a fortune cookie out, please? There we go. Opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dressed to impress. So it could be the love opportunity, work opportunity you've been waiting for. Mermaid card, please. Mermaid love card. Yes, yes, yes. Here we've got water flight. Remember, your shark is coming through the water. Might be travelling on water or over water to get to you. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, and a weightlessness comes between you. So he's got out from under his polar bear. He's now swimming through the water to come to you. It's not going to be long. And then it's going to be monkey playtime. Let's see what we've got here for you. One of these lovely messages, please. Sarah Elizabeth. Woo. Okay, so when I catch myself looking away from someone, I will remember to look into the person's eyes. So when he comes, I'll look straight in. You were made for bonding. You're going to bond. And the present moment is the only place where renewal is possible. and I am here now. That's what he's going to be saying. Sagittarius, I love you guys. I'm a Saggi as well. Look at your other placements. Find and listen to one of my readings, what your moon is and what your ascendant is, and have a wonderful Sagittarius season, which is coming up soon. And don't manifest this eclipse. Wait to do your magic when Sagittarius comes. Have a lovely evening.